領域展開福間水氏
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. How did animation even get to this point? Today, I'm going to be going back and talking about how the rise of Japanese animation, particularly its themes, art style, and cultural influences, shaped Western entertainment preferences and other industries. Everything began with Astro Boy. In 1964, Astro Boy was the first ever Japanese animation that the US saw. This series, based on a manga, was more than just a new kind of show. It was a cultural phenomenon that brought new ideas and artistic techniques to Western audiences. Astro Boy is set in a future where robots and humans live together. The main character, a robot boy named Astro, introduced the idea of robots with emotions to many viewers, a theme that is now common in a lot of science fiction shows and movies. The anime also had a very unique art. Characters were drawn with very large expressive eyes, which was meant to give them more emotion. This unique feature has become a signature of anime, and is now implemented in many popular ones today. Astro Boy didn't just change storytelling and art styles, but it also had big economic effects. NBC Enterprises, which got the rights to show Astro Boy in the US, made a lot of money. This success caused many other TV companies to take international deals more often in hope of achieving a similar success. The toy industry also saw a chance to profit. Companies like Bandai and Medicom Toy created Astro Boy toys, which sold very well. This success began a trend of making toys based on popular shows, a practice that continues today. Astro Boy's release sparked an initial boom in anime in the West during the 1960s, yet a second one came again in the late 1980s and early 1990s with animes like Akira and Dragon Ball Z. Akira, released in the US in 1988, is set in a corrupted futuristic city. This movie introduced the cyberpunk genre to the Western audience and used animation techniques that were very advanced at the time. Akira introduced many new animation techniques to the anime industry, one being more advanced camera movements. The animation implemented more dynamic angles and movements, giving it a cinematic feel that was unusual for animated films at the time. Additionally, Akira also utilized a higher frame rate of 24 frames per second compared to other animes at the time, which ran at around 8 to 12 frames per second, pushing the limits of what's possible at the time and creating even more enhanced visuals. These new techniques influenced many other animations to do the same, an example being Ghost in the Shell, which also utilized 24 frames per second. Dragon Ball Z came out in 1989, only a year after Akira's release, and quickly became a cultural phenomenon in America. Dragon Ball Z's action scenes, memorable characters, and long multi-episode storytelling was loved by Western audiences. Characters such as Goku and Vegeta became iconic, and their battles and transformations became a core part of childhood entertainment. Dragon Ball Z's influence expanded beyond television as well, as its success led to a huge boom in inspired merchandise, including action figures, video game, and trading cards, cementing its place in pop culture. The show also used something called serialized storytelling, which basically meant the show's story unfolded through multiple episodes. So sometimes there was episodes that ended with cliffhangers and unresolved plot points, continued by the next episode. Dragon Ball Z ended up popularizing serialized storytelling, not only in anime, but on a global scale as well. Additionally, the dynamic fighting and power-up scenes inspired many Western shows and overall contributed to the evolution of action sequences in animation. Platforms such as Cartoon Network also played a huge role in its success, introducing the show to many young audiences. By the late 1990s, Pokemon took the anime craze to another level. Debuting in 1997, Pokemon follows Ash Ketchum and his friends on his quest to become a Pokemon Master. The show's themes of adventure, friendship, and action captivated Western audiences and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Pokemon's success extended far beyond TV. The franchise built up a huge merchandising empire, including video games, trading cards, toys, clothing, and so much more. The Pokemon trading card game, in particular, became and remains very popular to this day. I used to play with these cards a lot when I was younger, and it was most definitely a core part of my childhood. There were Pokemon-themed events, tournaments, and conventions that became central to fan culture, building up a strong community. Networks like Kids WB and Cartoon Network played a crucial role in introducing Pokemon to young audiences, creating new generations of anime fans. Moreover, Pokemon's success encouraged other companies to invest in anime localization and distribution, further expanding the anime industry in the West. A good example of this is Netflix. Despite being a little more recent, Netflix was reportedly spending hundreds of millions of dollars on licensing existing titles and producing original anime series due to the popularity of it. Overall, the Pokemon franchise, engaging content and widespread enjoyability, solidified its place in Western pop culture and had a long-lasting impact on various industries. In conclusion, the rise of Japanese animation has had a great and lasting impact on Western entertainment and numerous industries. From Astro Boy's success in the 1960s to Pokemon's cultural dominance that lasted up to this day, anime's unique themes, art styles, and stories have shaped our media landscape. This influence continues to grow as new generations discover the world of Japanese animation.